Hi everyone, so I'm back to do another craft with me video today, and I've got that for starters, and I've got this little envelope which I was looking for other envelopes the other week, and I come across this and I thought, oh, I'm going to do something with that, and I haven't as yet. So it's just a little, let's measure it. It's 5.5 by 5.5, so it's a square envelope. Originally came from M&S, must have been a greetings card or something, and I thought, right, let's make something with that. So today's the day. I've pulled this out. I don't know which way to have it, like probably that way, doesn't matter. Anywho, we're going to start by, I don't know whether just to cover it all completely over or just doing sections. So I'm going to do this just in case. Anyway, hope you're all good, and the weather has cooled down. It's lovely today. There's a lovely, in fact it was cold last night, so yep, happy about that. Fed up with being too hot. You know, people are going like, oh, but it's that hot when you go on holiday, but I'm not on holiday, I'm at home. I'm having to do stuff. Go on holiday, I can sit back and relax. Anywho, right, we'll get this inked up. It's a part you don't have to do, but obviously I'm gonna. Right, just put that bit of scrap in there and do around there. And we shall fold that back and do there. So we're having a bit of a family gathering later. Having a little barbecue because my husband's daughter is up from Cornwall, so we today's really our last full day, and we thought we'll get everyone together and have a barbecue. There we go. Right, so we will just do this in sections. Oh, my cup's sitting on my ruler. Right, so it's always run the wrong way when I go to do that. So 6, see what this is, 7, 6, 7. Right, where is that gone? Oh. Yeah, if my grandson was here and I said 6 and 7, he'd been shouting 6, 7. I still don't even know what it means. Am I bothered? No. Do I think it's funny? Yes. It is when the kids do it. I think I told you this when we went on holiday. They were playing bingo, and of course 6 and 7, 67, and half the kids were in the, because it was like a holiday place, half the kids were all shouting, and the adults were all shouting 6, 7, so I got a bit of a giggle. So that's 13 centimeters. Right, I want to keep that because I do like that part of the paper. This paper is from ARTYmaze, so it is. I've got a clue what I'm putting in this yet. So we'll ink this up. So it's a little envelope folio, that's what it is. I might even put a little signature in it, because it is handy to have little things like that in your journals. Right, pick a glue. Any glue will do. This is what's nearest me. Right, how did I say I was doing that? That way. Oh, I didn't even ink one there. Right. Did I say I was going to do it that way? I can't remember now. Oh, silly me. Yeah, I am. I am. So, right, that piece is going to go on there, like so. This will probably be blocked up because everything. Oh no, it's not. because I'm famous for leaving lids off like for hours, and then just because I put the lid on before I go to bed, or like before I leave the room, I'm like, oh, I'll put the lid on, it should be fine. Well, no, because it's been off for about 4 hours prior to that. There we go. So that's going to be a 6 again. 6 by 13. Oh dear. Okay. And we'll ink that up as well. So I think I've mentioned that I'm calorie counting at the moment, and I'm documenting that on TikTok with all my other foodie people. Anyhow, whoops, ran the other way. In the first, I didn't weigh myself the second week, purely because my scales broken. I had to buy new ones, so I just thought, right, I'll leave it. I'm doing it every Tuesday, my kind of weighing and measuring myself. Anyway, oh, do we want that there? I don't know. Right, I'm going to measure that to 13. I've lost another £1.50 this week, so I'm pleased about that, because in total I've now, what was it? I've lost about £8.50 in 3 weeks, and there's some days I haven't been that good. But my choices are better. I'm making so much better choices. Right, I'm going to put that in like so. Keep that folded up, because we're going to use a pencil and draw there, so we know where to cut. That isn't even straight, silly belly. Right, okay. Right. And we just cut that out. Now, like I said, you could cheat and just cover it all, but you'd still have to do this part, I reckon. Right, so there, I'm going to take a sliver off of this side, because obviously I kind of, when I put it in, I took it right to that fold, so we want a little bit of space. But if you don't want a little bit of space, you don't have to do this little bit. Let's hope my knife is sharp and it doesn't tear it. There we go. Let's just check that. Perfect. And we kind of rub that pencil mark out. I've got my watch to work on my camera for once. It's temperamental. All that technology, and it's like it either doesn't connect or it cuts off, and then I can't see, and I'm trying to make sure I'm in focus. I mean, in frame. There we go. That's as best as I'm going to get it. And there's a little bit of pencil up there. Right, inside here I am going to, I don't know whether to put a bit of book page, or I wonder if this bit will cover there. It's kind of wrong. No, it's not gonna. It's round the wrong way anyway. Right. How are we gonna do that? Hang on. Right. I kind of want that, a little bit of that on there, or do I? Doesn't matter. Right. Oops. Some work going on next door. I thought it had stopped, but it hasn't. Alright, so I'm going to take that in from the line, because obviously I don't want it that much. I'm going to try and keep a border. Let's see if that's worked. Little bit more. This bit is just eyeing it up. That'll do. That'll do nicely. Oh, yeah, just making sure. Hang on. Yeah. And we'll glue that down. Always getting asked about what glue I use. I just use a tacky glue. It's nothing, it's not expensive, and I think it works fine. But you know, you do glue how you do it. You use what you've got. There we go. Right. Book page maybe, or just a bit of coffee dyed paper might be the thing. Oops. Right. So I'll just mark that there. And we'll cut a little bit there. I'm waiting on some parcels. They're not even mine. My son has ordered some stuff that's coming here, because like not at home during the day. So right, how much of that do we want? Well, we want it to go in there a little bit, so we will, let's take that out of the way. Doesn't have to go right down, but it will add some strength if it does. So we'll just go here. Oh, just about eyeing it up sometimes. Excuse me, I just need a little drink. It's nothing like some cold coffee. Right. Oh. Right, let's try this. See if it works. So, because I want to try and leave that white edges around the envelope, but if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Sorry, my hand's really in the way there. Right, so just take it in just a little bit again. Right, let's see if this works. Probably not. No, it's not gonna, why is that like that? It kind of would do if this was a little bit shorter on this side. It's just as well not giving out measurements, isn't it? Because it wouldn't be, it would be nothing like it. Right, okay. I'll get in. I don't think I'm just gonna do that and then glue it round. But I am, there's no point in inking, but I will ink these sides. Yeah, it's not looking nice for me, so I'm just gonna leave it. So we will make sure, you could actually glue on there. We will put a bit of glue here and there, and just down the sides. Right, and we'll just lift that up and get that in, like so. Oh, yeah, because I said I wasn't going to do that, so I really didn't need to glue up there. Sally sausage. There we go, and we'll just trim. Them little bits off, like so. And I will use this to push it all down, and I'm going to let that dry for a minute because I do want to fold it like along that line and then just ink that up, otherwise that's going to drive me nuts. So we'll let that dry for a few minutes. Right, I think that's dry. I left it a few minutes. I'm going to use this. I've actually got a smaller one. Oh, I bought this little one. It's not that clear, as in like you can't really see the numbers that well. But if you're just looking actually to do, like, say this, that type of scoring where you've already scored or you know where you're doing it. I can't even get this out. This was on Amazon. Look, there we go. It was like literally a couple of pounds, and I thought, oh, I'll try that. But yeah, it's not the greatest, but yeah, we'll just mark that there, and then we've got that mark there, just like what I needed. Okay, so yeah, Amazon, just for a little mini scoreboard. And you can do other things on it as well. It's got all the thing, and I have got the envelope punch board, envelope punch board as well. So yeah, it's handy. I wouldn't highly recommend it, but like, it'd be good if you was going on a trip and you wanted to take some craft bits with you and you didn't have a lot of space. All right, see, that just makes it look a little bit better. Okay, all right. Now, right, let's grab some paper. And I've got loads of scraps. I'm just going to grab the scraps in a second. Okay, keep my scraps in little bundles. So we've got a bit of that. Another bit of that. It'd be nice if we got some lined that's big enough. If not, I'll just use some. Oh, we got lined and squared. I do like lined and squared paper. Okay, we'll create more scraps. I've got endless amounts of paper, so we'll just go and grab some. We've got some lined and some squared. Right. First of all, we'll just see where, right there, I think. So this is, I'm just eyeballing this. Just like so. Keeping them, of course. Oh, it's a little bit there. Yep, that's fine. We'll keep some of that. That's printable, like penmanship paper, writing practice paper, whatever you want to call it. We'll have that there. I don't want too much. I don't want it to be too bulky. Right, I'll just use a little bit of this. I think that's Yeah, that's about fine. Oops, I just ripped it a little bit. Paper's all caught up in there. Never mind. We'll just use the other end. And I'll just grab this pencil marker. Just use the ruler for this. And we'll use a little piece of this. Oops, I'm making a mess here. And didn't really need that, but shall we put, oh, that will do. Let's see. Might need to trim that down just a tad. Just a little bit. Right, well, what we're going to do now is sew that signature in. Looking for, oh, it's all sitting out. I'm like, where is it? Where is it done a runner to? I've left it all out. It's normally all put away in a drawer because the cat would probably come in and play with stuff. Can come in and all this would be unravelled. This is linen, wax linen thread, but it's not that waxy, so hence why I've got my own little wax thing here. Right, if this was a big journal, I would probably like space it all out, but I'm just looking for the centre, which is roughly about there, and poking that through and then just down a little bit. Just like so. If you want to measure, you can measure. There we go. Was a bit too much that I took off of there, wasn't it? But I do keep that. I'm just going to tie that. Oh, I'm just going to do that. I don't want too much bulk. I'll keep that because that will come in handy for some little tags. And okay, right, let's put a little pocket on here. Obviously got these little bits of paper there. Oh, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Right. We'll do an angled pocket. Would have been better going that way, but never mind. It is what it is now. Saying that, I don't want a pocket on there, but I will put an image on there. That's not going to have a pocket because that is the pocket, but we could still do something on there. Let me just see. No, we'll just use this, but we will glue like all three sides. just like that. Excuse my squeaky chair. Right, I'm going to go and look for some embellishments through my scrap boxes and I will be back. Okay, so found a load of bits. Then I forgot I still had bits left over from projects last week. So I've got videos on all of these as well. You can check them out in my playlists. And I was like, oh, that would be good on there with some fabric like glued down here. So that's an option as well, and it's got a little tag in there. I'll try and remember and put this video below. Then I've made these little stack square clusters, which they're quite nice. And again, I would do the same with fabric. Just deciding which one now, because, well, I like them all. And what's this one? Oh, that one's a little bit wider, so that's that's quite nice too. And we got a heart one. I don't know. Decisions. I'm going to keep that out and that out just now. Put these away. And then I also got these paper clips, and I'm thinking I could add a paper clip, but don't know. We'll see yet. Right, I'll set them up there because I want to concentrate on doing something on here. So obviously I found these. We've got her there. And it doesn't give you, I mean, you could still write on this if I didn't cover that over. So I'm just thinking, like, do I put a pocket on there? That was a paper clip. Sweet, isn't it? Not sure about. Well, it's kind of like the cover, but so is that. And if I do that, then that then becomes a writing space. So my brain's thinking, or that. I don't know which one to do. Now I kind of wish I was doing a live, because you could pick. Yeah, I could. I'm going to use that, I think, so I'll put that back in there. I do have this, but it's a bit too thick, so I will just do some measuring and then I will make it a little bit thinner. Do that. Right. This is just it's actually Egyptian cotton, which I've coffee dyed. Yep, Egyptian cotton. And there's me buying it to, actually I got given one and I bought one. Oops. There's me using it to coffee dye and put on journals. Right, oh, I should have used the other glue, but hey ho. How was I going to do this now? Ugh. Was I going to do it and tie it that side? Yeah. Whoops, didn't mean to drop that down there. I do have to let this dry. So whilst that's drying over here, oh no, I'm gonna see what I can put in here. Just that little piece in there, a little piece of ephemera. And I did find these bits. I think I've got a freebie with them, possibly. So just stuff that full of nature. Right, my little pockets. Find that. I've got some little tags to go in there, and this is what I mean by keeping, you know, when I do too much of that, I just keep it, and it comes in handy for putting in little tags. So it is. And we can tie that in a little ball if I can. So that can go in there. We've got a little mini postcard. Got another one of those that I will still need to trim. And oops, that piece, not that. So there's that. We need something a little bit taller to go in there. We have got a ticket. So we have, just wondering if that would go in there. Oh, it might. I could make a tag out of that. Right. This little thing. Oh, there's a word there. And what else was there? There was that. Just going to look for a little butterfly. There we go. Look at that. I'd already backed them onto some thicker paper as well. You know, I've got to have a butterfly on something. Christmas is about the only time that I don't use butterflies. And even then, I think there's some red Christmassy butterflies out there that ARTYmaze done. In fact, I think I used one the other day that, you know, could get incorporated into a Christmas journal. A Christmas butterfly. Yep, we'll do that. So at the moment I'm making a grungy journal. Kind of into grunge at the moment. This one's going to be like a vintage grunge. I did show a little sneaky peek of me kind of like having everything sorted out. I think I showed that on the shorts on YouTube and on my Crafty Little Corner Facebook page. Right, so that's it. There was a word there that I thought I might use. I'm not going to put any bling on this because it will cause too much bulk, and we'll maybe use this word embrace. We'll see if it can go on there properly. These are little freebies from ARTYmaze. They're from one of our cluster collections. Can't remember which one. No, it's all maybe down here. No. Let's look for another little word. I've got them all in this tub. Just something smaller. Bloom. Finds. Trust. Unity. We'll use bloom. Put them away. As you know, I'm not a big set and fussy cut sort of girl, so that's why everything gets put in tubs. So once I've done this, I have got potato salad to make, a bowl of salad. I've got to season some chicken, and I'm sitting here like I've got all the time in the world. And literally in about less than 2 hours I'll have people turning up and I'm sitting doing this. Yeah, chicken won't be seasoned that much. There we go. Saying that, husband's out with his daughter. They've gone shopping, like clothes shopping. And yeah, and I'm just sitting here playing with paper. Just sitting playing with paper. I do want to put something in there, like even just like a plain tag. I'm just thinking, could have stamped on some of this. I'm gonna. Yep, stuff the chicken, stuff the potatoes. Oh dear. I'd said to my husband when he left, I went, oh, I'll crack on and like get the potato salad done and cook the rice, and because I do like a savoury rice and everything. I've done nothing. Have done out. Right, we'll use a few of them throughout. I'll do one here. I love this little stamp set. I don't know where I got it from, but I like it. Let's use this big one. This just adds a little bit of detail to the journal pages, so they're not boring. I'll use that one up there. Never know whether I've actually got it on the that part. Oh, it could have been done with another bit, but hey ho, another time. I got things to cook. Yeah, I'm really bad. I leave everything to the last minute like this, and then I'm on at everyone else because they do it. So stop leaving things to the last minute. Right, so that's that. I'm just going to leave that as that. You could possibly stamp on there, or you could use that for journal spaces as well. Right, something for here. Let's find. Right, you know when I haven't got any like cardstock ready for tags, and I've got scraps like this, I just glue it down and make a tag out of it. I had to order some more of this glue. I really like it. It's just doesn't gloop around all over the place. And I was using it for a while, and it was $2.99 for 3, and then it jumped up to like £4 for 3. And I thought, no, I'm not paying that. I only paid $2.99 for it first or second time, and then no, it was that amount. Now it's back down to $2.99. Why does it do that? That's on Amazon. Why do they do that? I think it's just to get you addicted to something, and then when it goes back up to full price, they'll think, oh well, they've been using it, they like it, they'll pay it. Right, oh gosh, I'm always right. We'll do 11. Oops, this doesn't want to come out. Do you know, this was just a little £6 trimmer, and you can buy these, about 6 of these in a pack. One of them, and I, as you know, I craft a lot, one of them lasts me about 6, 7, 8 weeks, and a pack of 6 of them were $5.99. It's one of the best little trimmers I've actually bought, because my Stampin' Up one can't get the things for it anymore. Oh, look at that, that's perfect. I could have just used that. There we go. And we'll just ink. We could stencil on this. Yeah, I'm just using excuses, isn't it, to not go downstairs into that kitchen. Oh, I've got to do it. Everybody's like, what are we having? I was like, oh, we've got chicken wings, we've got other chicken, we've got burgers, sausages, hot dogs, ribs, obviously salad and stuff, potato salad, rice, got fruit and stuff to do. And they'll come and they'll go, where is all this stuff? Oh, we've got coleslaw. I cheated and I bought that. I've never actually made my own coleslaw. I just think it's easier to make it, to buy it. I may be wrong. Right, where's that gone? Let's just grab a quick stencil. Right. This one will do. Obviously I've used that for with paints and everything. Right. This keeps falling out. I'll have to glue it in. I've only got the one. I need to order some more because these are, in my opinion, much better than these, or the flat ones. That's the domed one, but the flat ones as well. These are much better for stenciling. Like I said, it's just my opinion. You get a crisper, clearer look. It just fell. Alright, set that over there. I've made a right flipping mess. Okay. Let's put that in. We don't need all of it. Go. So the kids in the UK, some of them have broke up, and some, my grandkids, they are breaking up tomorrow. Well, the ones that go to school, I've got a couple of grandkids that are homeschooled, so I don't know when they decide to break up, but yeah, so that's that done. I'm gonna leave that to journal on. Do you think? I mean, I can always change it later on. Right, what was I gonna do with this? Where is it gone? Right, and we could put just a little bit of paper on there to journal on as well. Right, let's tie this up, and we will tie it that way, obviously, because that's how I've done it. But if you want to do it the other way around, then just make sure your lengths are the right size for that. Okay, we'll trim that in a minute. Right, so we're only going to glue this side to put that down on, but we will glue right up to there. I'm going to use this glue because it is thicker and it dries better, quicker. Yeah, if it comes out. There we go. Because obviously I don't want to glue all of that, because all of that's not getting glued down. Here we go. Right. And I'll just hold that in place for a few minutes. Would have been, let's have a look. Let's see the afterthoughts. The afterthoughts can be amazing at times. Right, so let's straighten that up. Just giddier. Just gonna glue that down there. Like so. Oh, I'm debating this. Because we've got little pocket, we've got loads of little tags, we've got lots of little journal space. It's just all little, and obviously you can add other things into that. You can journal on here. Yeah, let's leave that like that a sec. I'm gonna let that dry for a minute and then I'll come back. That's still drying, but I do want to put a little bit of this paper. So I'm just gonna, I want the edges kinda, I'm using my homemade tear ruler, which was from Natasha from Treasure Books. Just buy a cheap like plastic ruler. I think I paid £1 for this, or $1.20, and then take it onto it like a brick or some brickwork outside on the corner of it, and just score it. Say that was the brick, you just go score wherever you wanted, and it puts the indentations in. great idea. Right, so I still want to see the pattern paper, obviously. Alright, so just a little bit on here. And we'll do here. And then we'll ink that up. Would be nice stitched, but I haven't stitched anything else, so I think it might look odd. And you know that stamp set, we'll get that out and use that again, because why not? Right, I think we'll use, whoops, that one. I can never get them out of there, hence why I was trying to tip it. Right, just use this, see if I can get a, yeah, it just needs a little bit more ink than I've done it the last time. Perfect, can still use that. Right, right, that's off center. Right, there we go, that's a little bit better. It's because I can't put my head over and see because the camera's right above. So now we've just got to ink round that again. I think my ink pad needs a little, my dauber needs a little bit more ink. Right, yeah, it certainly did. Right, and we'll just put that on there, and again it's a little bit of journal space. Right, oops, right. So we've still got that pretty paper as a border. I could do that there, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna leave that just in case. Just in case. Right, is that dry? Right. I think I've done it. Right. Would have been better to tie that side, to be honest, but I've done it now. I've done it. It's done. Can't change it. Oh, I was gonna, yeah, silly sausage. I say silly sausage a lot. I actually say other words a lot, but I can't say them on it. Right, see, that's tied that a bit too tight. There we go. I was thinking of just, oh, it won't go that way, will it? Would have been nice just maybe to have that on there, but it's the way. Alright, I'm going to put it in here somewhere because I was planning to, so yeah, we'll just put that there. Maybe there's another one. Hang on, let's see. And then we've got two in there. See, that one's quite nice. What do we do? Do we put her in there? What way? Oh, that goes on. Aha, that can go on that way. There we go. Right. It's a bit bulky, isn't it? So that's a no. Right. That, let's see if that can go on. That way. That doesn't want to go on. Why does it not want to go on? Oh my goodness, does it not? Does this thing not know I've got things to do? I've never been so inspired. Excuse. Oh no, I was gonna say could tie it that way, but I could actually just stitch a little bit more fabric on. I think it would be easier to tie it this side. So I might actually do that, but we'll just leave it like that for now because, you know, I've got things to do. Got people to feed. Right, okay. Right. There we go. I was going to say quick and easy, but it turned out quite a lengthy video. I thought, oh, this will only take about 15 minutes. I don't know how long it's taken. Right, so there we go. If you have any questions about this, then you can ask below in the description box. Like, for instance, people say, what do you use it for? Well, I could put that inside a journal. I could use it on its own. I could give it away as Happy Mail. I can just put it in, I could put it in my purse, my bag, and I could just write little notes on it when I'm out and about. Whatever, it could be used for a multitude of things. But anyway, if you do have any questions, ask. It'd be great if you left a comment anyway. You can give me the thumbs up, you can share this, you can hype it, and I will be sharing this on other platforms as well, so you might see it elsewhere. Have a great day, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye for now.